తలసేమియా ఇది ఒక జన్యుపరమైన బ్లడ్ డిజార్డర్. రక్తంలో ఎర్ర రక్త కణాలు క్షీణించడంతో తలసేమియా వ్యాధి సోకుతుంది. జన్యుపరమైన కారణాల వల్ల చిన్నారులకు ఈ వ్యాధి వస్తూ ఉండడంతో వ్యాధిగ్రస్తులతో పాటు వారి కుటుంబ సభ్యులు కూడా నరక యాతన అనుభవిస్తున్నారు. క్రమం తప్పకుండా బ్లడ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫ్యూజన్ జరిగితే తప్ప చిన్నారులు బతకలేని దుర్భర పరిస్థితులు నెలకొన్నాయి. ఎంతో మంది చిన్నారులు తలసేమియా వ్యాధితో బాధపడుతున్నారు. వీరి జీవితాలను కాపాడడానికి తలసేమియా అండ్ సికిల్ సెల్ సొసైటీ బ్లడ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫ్యూజన్ బ్లడ్ బ్యాంక్లను ఏర్పాటు చేసింది. కేవలం హైదరాబాద్ నగరంలోని చిన్నారులే కాకుండా రాష్ట్రంలోని ఇతర జిల్లాల నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వస్తూ ఉంటారు. 3 వారాలకు ఒకసారి రక్తం ఎక్కించుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఇందుకోసం ఎన్నో ఇబ్బందులను తట్టుకొని చిన్నారుల తల్లిదండ్రులు శివరాంపల్లిలోని తలసేమియా అండ్ సికిల్ సెల్ సొసైటీకి చేరుకుంటున్నారు. సకాలంలో బ్లడ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫ్యూజన్ జరగకపోతే చిన్నారుల ప్రాణాలకు ముప్పు ఏర్పడుతుంది. తలసేమియాతో బాధపడే చిన్నారులను రక్షించడానికి తలసేమియా అండ్ సికిల్ సెల్ సొసైటీ ఎంతగానో కృషి చేస్తోంది.
Thalassemia is a preventable genetic blood disorder. Here the person gets this defective gene from their parents. So it is coming from generation to generation. So once the person is carrying a defective gene, if both the persons carrying the defective gene come into the marriage alliance, then there is every pregnancy there is a chance, 25% chance the child will be thalassemia major, 25% chance the child will be normal, 50% chance the child will be thalassemia carrier. So what happens once the child is born with thalassemia major? So how you are going to diagnose the child is a thalassemia major? Child is absolutely normal after birth. From 3 weeks to 6 weeks onwards, the child start becoming very pale and stop taking food, very much irritable, not sleeping. So they need the child is taken to the doctor and doctor suspects it could be a thalassemia major. So they ask them to go for some test, a complete blood picture and HPLC, where it was diagnosed the child is a thalassemia major because fetal hemoglobin is more than 95%. So it's a very shocking news for the parents because the child was absolutely normal and nobody in their family is having this thalassemia major. So what happens now? We have to counsel them, we have to tell them, yes, your child is a thalassemia major, you have to accept this disease and you have to give the children, your child, blood transfusion once in 2 to 3 weeks and iron chelating drugs every day, lifelong. So it is a very, very difficult situation for the child and the parent and lot of emotional trauma. As it is a preventable disorder, so we should ask the parents to ask their siblings to go for extended family screening, to go for HbA2 testing. HbA2 testing is what is just a small part of adult hemoglobin where it is more than 3.5 gram%, the person will be a carrier. If we stop the marriages between the carriers, we can stop the birth of thalassemia major. That is the awareness we want to bring into this community, and because it is a preventable disorder, Cyprus, Sardinia, they have controlled this disorder. Taiwan, because this antenatal screening of mothers for HbA2 testing is become compulsory for them. It is mandatory. And before marriage also, Cyprus, they have made it compulsory to produce this certificate of HbA2 testing, whether the person is carrier or not. That way they have control. If we can do this in our country, because we don't know how many, because there is no record how many of us are carriers. You and me can be a carrier. This HbA2 testing is very, very important.
मेरा नाम यास्मीन बेगम है, मैं सनतनगर से आई। मेरे बेटे को तैलेसीमिया है और वो 2 साल की थी जब मालूम हुआ कि बच्चे को तैलेसीमिया है। अब 2 साल से हम लोग बच्ची को लेके आ रहे हैं, 6 साल हो गए हम लेके आ रहे बच्ची को। और आप लोगों से गुजारिश है कि हमारे बच्चों के लिए हेल्प करिए, ब्लड के लिए। आप जो भी है जहाँ से भी आके हमारे बच्चों को हेल्प करो, आपकी बहुत मेहरबानी होती। हम बहुत परेशान है ब्लड के वास्ते। हमारी बच्ची को प्लीज़ आप लोग जो भी है हमारे बच्चों की हेल्प करो। बहुत मुश्किल हो रही है उसके वास्ते ब्लड के लिए। वो तो 6 बार आती महीने में, हर बार महीने में 2 बार आते, पर मेरी बच्ची को 6 बार लगता ब्लड। प्लीज़ बहुत बहुत मुश्किल हो रही है हम लोगों को।
First of all, acceptance. I feel acceptance is very important. Many patients, many parents are, they become very tensed that like my child has a thalassemia, such a disease wherein we have to be dependent on blood for their whole life. That is literally they panic a lot. Then we have to tell them that this society is there to help them. Blood transfusions are there. Yes, they are dependent on blood, but this is the situation that they have to accept. But it's not just about transfusion. Apart from transfusions, they have to take medicines regularly. They have to get the test done specifically, ferritin levels checked regularly, because every time they get blood transfusion, there is a deposition of iron in their blood. So they need to get checked regularly. They should take vaccinations, and they should go for this lab test also. And if they maintain the child properly, they can do anything. They are like any other individual.
Thank you.